Here we are at the White House. The grassy area in front is known as the ellipse. It's between the White House and the Washington Monument. This used to be all opened up before 9/11. After 9/11, they put barricades up. They've blocked off the ellipse. You can still get up to the fence at the White House, but you have to walk up there. So let's walk up there. This is about as close as we can get to the White House anymore. Big fence around it. Signs, restricted area. Looks like they've got Halloween decorations up. How festive. Over to the right, you can see where the East Wing used to be. President Trump has torn it down. He's going to build a ballroom. There used to be, you'd get all the way up to that fence, and this is where protesters used to gather. You don't see many, actually you don't see any at the moment. Looking south from the White House, you can see the Washington Memorial, and out there is the Jefferson Memorial, which we will get to later. Right here in the ellipse is where they put the national Christmas tree at Christmas time. Entrance on the east side, blocked of course. Everything's a restricted area now. The police back in through there. Can't get back there. You see the construction equipment back where they've torn down the East Wing and are going to build a ballroom. Not sure how many balls the U.S. government gives in a year's time. Maybe more once we get a national ballroom. There's the front of the White House. That's a statue of Andrew Jackson in the front. This is Lafayette Square, Lafayette Park. We're going to walk up here, and I said before, from the other side of the White House, that's where a lot of the where the ellipse is. It's where a lot of the protesters would be. This is closer to the White House. Walking, you can't park within, you can't drive within 2 blocks any direction of the White House. But this is where you'll see most of the protesters. Back before everything was barricaded off, there would be massive crowds at certain times, depending on what was going on. The Vietnam War, massive crowds. A little bit closer to the White House. And walk over this way. Okay, you'll see in the background there is the west wing of the White House. That's the west wing. Walk down here. There's the White House. Here are the bars. It's all tourists here. Just took a picture of a family from Australia. They were switching, the parents were switching in and out. And I walked up and said, "You want everyone in the picture?" So wife handed me the camera. And she got in the picture and took a picture of the whole family. All right. The west wing over there. White House. And you look over there, it's where the east wing used to be. Being torn down, or it has been torn down, to build a 90,000 square foot ballroom. Next to the White House is the Executive Office Building. The Dwight D. Eisenhower Executive Office Building. This is the 1st Division Memorial. American Expeditionary Forces went to World War I. That's the Executive Office Building in the background. You look back through there. That white building, that is the west wing of the White House. We made almost a complete tour around the White House. So we're just about finished up here. Be sure to subscribe, like, and make comments.